Faith is your fortune. Faith is believing. See, in the Bible, it talks about how you must have faith as small as a mustard seed, literally like a mustard seed, okay? And it doesn't have to go a long way. Now, the reason I decided to talk about this was because I was reading Neville. And we're going to talk about the law. Actually, not just the law of assumption. Excuse me. The power of awareness. If you have the book, follow along. If you don't, just follow along with me. Okay. Your faith is your fortune, right? Page 41. I think this is chapter 1, baby. Chapter 1, chapter 2. Okay. The reason for this lack of faith on the part of man is that he looks at the desired state through the consciousness of his present limitations. Therefore, he naturally sees it as impossible of accomplishment. One of the first things man must realize is that it is impossible in dealing with this spiritual law of consciousness to put new wine into old bottles or new patches on old garments. I believe that was Matt chapter 9 verse 16, Mark and 17 through 16, 17, Mark chapter 2, 21, 22. I think that's how you read it. I don't know for sure. Luke chapter 5, 36 through 39. Okay. So what Neville is saying is that the reason as man we lack the faith that we have is because we are limiting ourselves within the present moment as of today. It is impossible for us to truly accomplish, okay, becoming one with our consciousness if we continue to allow our present to determine where our life will take us or where our life will be within a few days, within a few weeks, or within a few months. See, the reason I brought faith up is because you don't need to have a whole lot of faith to believe in your manifestations or to believe that it will manifest or it will come true. No, you do not. But if you have faith, even like this small ass apple that I got, it's actually pretty small. Kind of looks big on camera. I hope it don't look too damn big, but it's like a small apple. Yeah. You don't need to have as much faith as you do in your manifestations. You could have just a little bit, like just literally a small amount of faith, and that will take you a long way. If you are someone who is living within the present moment, now I know I said do not ignore your current reality, accept what it is, yes, because you created it with the manifestations. And I know this because I have myself. You have to look beyond the present. I know sometimes, guys, it's not easy. I know sometimes we feel like, where is it? I know sometimes we get tired, we get annoyed. I know and I understand. You know, I get it. But you can't give up on yourself, especially if you know that you can have something or you know that you can manifest the world that you desire. You can't give up on yourself. All my years, all my life, I had to fight. I love Harpo, but I kill him dead before I let him beat me. No, I think that was actually on The Color Purple. But no, seriously. I'm sorry. That was just the moment. But no, all my life, I have literally gave up on myself. I have procrastinated. I have done so much. And now I'm really getting to this point in my life where I'm telling myself every day, no. No, I cannot. I even sacrificed dropping one class because I want to post more YouTube videos and I want to work more on my book. Even if I do have to pay my financial aid back, it is what it is. Because I don't believe that ooh, excuse me. I don't believe that you need college to become a millionaire or a billionaire. I don't. And I damn sure didn't believe before when I was getting F's and D's in school that I couldn't take my life to the next level. Let me tell you something. You are successful, okay? We all are. The day you become successful is the day you truly decide that you want to do what it is that you want to do. You want to open up that business. You want to go in front of that crowd. You want to speak in front of those people. You want to write that book. You want to create new content. You want to be a rapper. The day you decide to actually just record a song is the day that you become successful. Sorry. This is coming out my mouth. The rewards is what you reap afterwards. So don't look at your present moment, or don't allow your present moment to limit you and the things that you want in life, because it's already yours. And when he says to put new wine into old bottles, meaning, like I mentioned before in my last video, you cannot continue to try to manifest with the old version of how you thought or the old perception of how you saw yourself. You cannot do that, because once you do that, you are coming back to the same conscious of being, which is man. And you are not man, you are God. That is, you cannot take any part of the present consciousness, once again, into the new state. Whatever your present thoughts at this moment that you have in this particular moment, you cannot take that to the new state, because that cannot coexist. Okay? That's like you getting in mud and you talking about, I'm gonna wash myself off in mud. Or no, you getting in mud, you take a shower, you clean, and then you go back and jump in the mud, you dirty again. So it's very important to remember that your thoughts, your old negative thoughts, or the way you have perceived yourself for such a long time is not going to be able to coexist within the new state of consciousness that you have, which is within God, which is with God, or the new consciousness within yourself. I'd like to say your higher self, you know? Okay. For the state sought is complete in itself and needs no patching. Every level of consciousness automatically expresses itself. Okay. Now right here, I believe Neville is talking about how that state of consciousness itself is powerful. When you enter this state, that's what I think, I could be wrong, but when you enter this new state, it's already perfect. And I feel like with our manifestations, let me tell you something. Close this book real quick. I feel like the world that we are imagining, it's a perfect world, right? Like I had mentioned in my last video previously, the universe is perfect. The universe is filled with love. Nothing in the universe is imperfect. Your manifestation is perfect. So you don't have to worry about how it's going to come. You don't have to worry about when it's going to come. That's not up to you. The only thing that you need to do is reprogram your subconscious beliefs and know that as a powerful manifester, that what you want is even better than what you imagined it to be. Once you decide to separate yourself, like for example, people who are millionaires and billionaires, they don't have that poverty mindset. A lot of millionaires and billionaires will tell you that you have to fix your mind. You have to fix your mindset. Because if you surround yourself around people who think poverty, and they always complaining and talking about how high stuff is, or they're not doing anything to invest within themselves, you won't be that next poverty person. The mind is a very powerful thing. Martin Luther King said this. It's very powerful and you don't want to waste it. So be careful. It doesn't mean that damn near you finna control 7 billion damn thoughts in the world, baby. But focus on what you want. Saturate in that feeling and it's going to manifest. Persistence is key. If you want something, don't give up. I know the feeling, but I know what I want. So I'm not going to give up. Because I know that I am powerful. I know that what I want is already mine. And I don't need to do anything to have it because it's already done. Once you start to live in the wish fulfilled and you start to separate yourself from the rest of the world and stop seeing things how other people will see them, you will then start to see that you will rise to a higher level of consciousness and you will begin to see yourself as a higher being. You will no longer look at yourself as the old version of who you used to be because you have now disconnected from that version of who you once were. You have now decided to enter a new state of consciousness. Therefore, you are now God. Therefore, you are now walking this earth as if you are floating. And Neville says it. Once you enter that consciousness and you actually affirm to yourself, I am, I am, I am. You don't have to declare it, but just I am, I am. And I was doing that when I was reading this book because I decided to take 15 minutes to myself every night. I was doing it and I realized, I said, damn, I started to really feel that I was actually separating my self from my physical body. Okay? So understand and know that everything that you guys are asking for, stop saying it's coming. There's no such thing as it's coming. When you're applying the law of assumption, it's already done. It's a done deal. Okay? Now, Neville was talking about how it's not as difficult as we make it. We make it difficult because we're overthinking. We make it difficult because we're anxious. We make it difficult. That's why you do meditation. That's why you do scripting. That's why you listen to, like, when I go to sleep, I listen to I Am a Millionaire, like millionaire affirmations at nighttime to fall asleep in that state. And I've done it multiple times to where I've seen myself famous everywhere. And I was like, oh yeah, the next morning I was living in the wish fulfilled. Now, because we are human and because we can change states, I feel like once you actually, it's almost like saying, I want to say, when you step into your higher self, you will no longer see yourself at the bottom of the barrel. You will then see yourself at a higher level of consciousness, and you will then shift states and you will see that, damn, like people who still, you know, talking about how this is hard, money is hard to come by and all these other things, you'd look at them and just be like, well, you know, I could help you apply this because now you see and you've gone through it yourself because you have actually shifted states. Now, you know, we have, like I said before, this may not be true. I may be wrong, but I do believe that the reason I decided to say your higher self is because I know once you have actually connected with the higher being of who you are, I don't feel like you change states back into the lower being of yourself. So that's why I say when you're connecting to the consciousness, yes, it's God, but I believe that God is you, but it's your higher self. So I feel like you're not going to shift states once you actually connect to that part of you. It's almost like when a person has changed and gone through their journey of self-healing and self-love, they're not going to go back to that same version of who they were because now they know their worth and they know where they stand. Now, that's why I relate it to that, because I feel like when Neville says that you completely change states, you do become God and you actually will walk this earth not looking at yourself as another human being because you are no longer connected to the being of who you were. If that makes sense. That's why I say definitely buy this book. But remember, it's all a process. It's a journey. Be patient with yourself. Do not rush. Don't. Okay? Understand and know. It's yours. Persist. And if you want it that bad, you won't give up on yourself. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. And before I end this video, I want to say, like, you see this ring? Like I mentioned earlier, I'm not married. But I'm wearing it for a reason. So, y'all know, I don't need to explain. Anyway, Neville What was I finna say? Oh, no, not Neville. This ring was taking a while to get here. And I kept looking and looking and looking to see, when will the ring get here? When will the ring get here? So then I called Amazon. And last time my other package got lost. So then I called Amazon again. They said they're going to send it. Boom, boom, boom. Now, the first time I was worrying about it and it didn't show up. It's just like your manifestation. When you worry about it so much and you have these limiting beliefs, you create resistance. So what I decided to do was I decided to just drop it, focus on other stuff, and not even, it said it was going to arrive at 10 p.m. It arrived actually 2 hours earlier than that. So then, and the only reason I'm saying this is because, look, when I stopped overthinking it, okay, and I decided to just say, you know what, it's coming. And I just told myself it's coming, and it arrived. And when it finally arrived, I was like, wow, it's crazy how when you actually stop creating that resistance with your own manifestations and the things that you desire, they do come. Or it's crazy how we find things when we're looking for something, we don't find it because we're so anxious about it. But then when we actually sit down and relax, next thing you know, it just pops up and we're not even looking for it because we have no resistance to it no more. It's like our mind is calm. We're content. We're in a calm state. So that's the same thing that you have to do with your manifestations. Like I said, I'm just a baby. I'm just a woman going on a manifesting journey myself. So as well as I'm telling you, as well as I'm telling you this, I'm telling myself as well. So stay calm, remain calm, and just know it's already done. Living the wish fulfilled. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. Follow me on ZelumBaby, ZelumBaby, baby, with the cancer sign on TikTok. Follow me on Instagram at ZaeNation, as ZaeNation. Follow me on Snapchat, baby. Alizé_Mills 2021. And just remember, you're the creator of your reality. Whatever you want is already done. Peace.